Adventure Fables.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Tracie.
We're here to do a little intro video, let you know like how this got started and let you know a little bit about ourselves.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story? How did we meet?
Yeah. I had just moved into the area and we were attending church, and Pastor announced that we were there, announced that we were a military family, and Tracie came over and said hi to us with thousands of other people. Not really thousands, but
so she doesn't actually remember.
Right, I don't.
The first time we met. I do. But we really started to become friends when we were both serving in a women's ministry in our church. So that's when our friendship was really sealed, I would say.
Yeah.
And then what really sealed it, we had a Christmas party, and everybody brought a gift to exchange, and the idea was the first person opens a gift, the second one opens one, and they can either steal the first or keep the one they have. And then it goes through everybody. Everybody can steal. So I had gotten a gift that had a beautiful, lovely blanket and a book, and there was only one person left that hadn't gone yet, and it was this person right here. And being that there was a book in it, I had no hope. So somebody else went home with my gift.
And the blanket is now referred to as the stealing blanket in our house because the daughter would steal the blanket from me.
There you go. So I feel like that's justice. How long have we been friends?
It has to be 3 years. Going on 4.
It seems longer, doesn't it?
It does.
Seems like 10 to 15 tops. Maybe 20. No.
There are people in our church that claimed I've always lived here, and yes. I have to remind them I haven't.
We can imagine.
We can pretend.
So do you want to go into how this whole vlogging thing got started?
Yes. Okay. I don't know when exactly I saw it, but I was looking on Facebook, and I have lots of book lover things on Facebook, like lots of book lover pages. And this bookstore, picture of this bookstore, came through my feed. And it was this beautiful bookstore, and the side of the building was painted like a bookshelf. And I'm like, I want to go. And I'm like, would it be crazy if I drove to this bookstore? And a lot of my friends on Facebook were all like, no, totally, go do it. And then I asked a friend if she wanted to come with me.
Yeah. She's like, do you want to drive 3.5 hours to go see a bookstore? I was like, yes. Let's do it. When are we going?
Right. And so we picked a Saturday and got in the car, and we drove to just outside of where Loganberry was, found a taco shop, had lunch, and then drove over to Loganberry. And it's a beautiful one, and we are going to go back and vlog it.
Yes.
So
yes.
Don't worry, friends. You will not miss out on the beauty of Loganberry, even though it was before the vlog.
Yeah, and that's how our book adventure started. We started looking for bookstores here, there, and everywhere, and just made a plan on a Saturday and went on a book adventure. So we were posting photos on Facebook just to our friends and loved ones. And a dear friend of mine was like, hey, I saw your photo. You guys should do a vlog. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And I went to her, I was like, look what my friend said. Isn't that hilarious? And she's like, should we do it? And I was like, I don't know, should we do it? And then we're like, let's do it. So here we are.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, that's it. So we thought we'd do some rapid fire questions. So, which friend is late all the time?
1, 2, 3.
That would be me.
Yeah. Which friend loves coffee?
That would be both of us.
Which friend reads more?
Do we count textbooks?
No.
Okay. Then 1, 2, 3. Which friend lived in Korea for a while? This friend.
Which friend moved around a lot as a kid?
That would be me. Yeah. Which friend moved around a lot as an adult? Me, kind of. Not as much.
You moved around the area.
That's true. You moved around the country.
Yeah.
Good point. Excellent differentiation there.
Yes, that's where we're. Okay.
What is your favorite book?
normally the answer to this question is, why are you asking me mean question? How do you pick a favorite? One of my favorites is S.D. Smith, the Green Ember series. Absolutely loved that. That was wonderful. I've read so many. From childhood, one of my favorites was The 100 Dresses. Loved that. That was a sweet story. I don't have my phone, so I can't look up Goodreads to tell you some of my favorites.
You gotta go from memory, so this is the true test.
This is the true test. Yeah, because there are... I really enjoyed A Man Called Ove. I loved that one. That was, yeah. I mean, if I had my Goodreads, I could tell you, like, I could look and tell you some actual favorites. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite?
Well, if I go by your math, one series is one book. So
I mean, I did less the Green Ember series as one of my favorite books.
True.
So you can.
So going by that logic, I would say I can actually answer this, but it's a couple because I can't just pick one either. That's just mean. You're right. But I love the O'Malley series from D. Henderson. It's the first series that I read as a young adult that made me love reading. It was a series, the books I related to at the time, and I couldn't put them down. And they actually came from my mom, which is really special to me. Mm-hmm. She loved to read, and she would always say, it's not that you don't like to read, it's that you have to find out what you like to read. Mm-hmm. So she got me started when I was young, with like comic strip books of like Peanuts and things like that, and that was probably the first thing I remember really, really enjoying. And she would just go to the library and get me more. And then as a young adult, my dad had given her that book, and she's like, why don't you read it first? So I read it and could not put it down, and I just devoured the series. So those are special to me because it was the beginning of my obsession. So, but like one from childhood that I did like, because there was a point where I did like reading when I was little, Where the Sidewalk Ends, classic. That's another one that was that I remember reading a lot as a child. So, yeah, it is a hard question though. It could be. It'd be easier to answer from every genre, but anyway. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite of our friend adventures so far?
My favorite friend adventure so far, I think, is when we went to Baltimore to go bowling with work. Like that, my work had it was in December. I thought it was a Christmas party. It was actually like supposed to be a team building event, and we went to a bowlaroo to go bowling. But first, we went to Limoncello, which is one of my clients, and we had lunch there. And then we went over to the Ivy bookstore, and then we went over to the bowlaroo. And it was the first time I met the people I work with, and so it was just so much fun. It was special, yeah.
Nice. Honestly, my favorite adventure is the next one that we go on. Like whatever one comes next, that's my favorite because they've all just been amazing. We did Myrtle Beach. We've done bookstores all over. We turn anything into an adventure. So yeah. So I like, it sounds cheesy, but like the next one is always my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I had to pick, maybe rock climbing. When we went rock climbing.
Oh,
that was epically fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. And then Myrtle Beach, can't beat that one too. So, yeah, there's too many.
There's too many. Okay, so we'll let you go first. What are you reading right now?
Besides textbooks, I am reading The Deceivers by Margaret Peterson Haddix, and then I also started the Bridge of, it's right here, so I can grab it. Easy to not have to remember. The Bridge of San Luis Rey by Thornton Wilder. And then there's a poetry book, but I cannot tell you what it is called because I didn't retain it. So I'll have to grab it and get the title, but we can enter that in later. How about you?
Okay, currently reading Monday, Tuesday reading is The Elegance of a Hedgehog. And I'm reading that because Joy Clarkson's summer reading that's what she did. And I'm so behind on my podcasts that I'm listening to the summer reading. And so, that's so the Elegance of a Hedgehog. Can't remember who that's by, but that's okay. And then on Wednesday, Meredith and I are going to start Perelandra. It's C.S. Lewis's space trilogy. It's the second one. So can't tell you. I don't read the synopsis of the books that I read with Meredith. I just read them and enjoy them. But I can tell you, based off of Out of the Silent Planet, Perelandra is going to be really good. Really exciting. And then my Thursday, Friday book is the one I got at the bookcase, The Zookeeper's Wife. Enjoying that one. Really good read. And then Saturday and Sunday this year, I am reading through C.S. Lewis, and I am in the middle of Miracles. So that is what I'm currently reading.
Pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Well, that pretty much wraps up our intro here. So hopefully you got to know us a little bit. And yeah.
This is the only time we're going to do this. Please like and subscribe so that way you can get notified when there's a new video. This is the only time we're going to do this because we haven't done it in any of our other videos. So, yeah.
So we hope you join us on our next adventure.